Hi Jokers, thanks for watching this episode of Jokers Physiotherapy. Today, I wanted to talk to you about the posture for your jaw. Jaw for your posture. Now remember, 50% of your jaw is made up of the skull. And the other 50% is the mandible, which is the lower jaw. So, having your head forward automatically puts the first 50%, which is part of the skull, at risk of compromise. So by fixing your posture, you could improve your jaw at least 50%. So I'm not saying that's the only thing about the jaw, but if the posture is related to your jaw problem, it is certainly very common, and it is to do with the big hump. The hump appears in the back of the neck at the section called the cervicothoracic junction, especially C7 in comparison to C6. There's a big difference in the size of the bone, and if your head is forward, naturally we are meant to have the big bump. The most famous bump is from a guy called, from the story, Hunchback of Notre Dame. He has the hunch and hunchback, and that hump is in evidence that your head is forward, his head is forward. And if you work digitally on computer and smartphone and reading, looking down very long time, even if you look straight up, you may look up this way. You see your neck, see my muscle here is really tense because the head is about 5 kilograms hanging from a small structure like your neck. It has to support, so it has to brace very hard. In this position, your jaw also automatically comes forward. What happens to your jaw or teeth when the head goes forward for a sustained period? They come together. The top teeth and bottom teeth come together. So what happens then? You're thinking, working, stressed, not stressed. They clench. So by bringing your head forward, being upright in 3 steps, you might put your fingers, especially your middle finger, on the big bump. Now, if you're not sure where the big bump is, you look down and the bump appears. The big bump, the biggest bump. You place your middle finger on the big bump, or the gap between the big bump and the little hump, and then rest index, index and ring finger, top and bottom of it. Okay, so you can feel the gap in the big hump. And then, that's the first step. Second step, shoulder blades back without arching your lower back, if you can. Just open up your chest, but not lower back. Just your shoulder blades squeezed at the back. And then finally, looking straight ahead at your eye level, here. Take your head back. So if you look at me from side on, fingers here, shoulder blades back, head back. You're looking at the center of the screen when you are in this position. So you need to set up the computer screen quite high as well. Center of the screen in the corrected posture, eye level, center of the screen. Okay? So that's the ideal posture for your jaw. Obviously, with that, you want to combine it with being nose breather. So you want to be a nose breather, you want to have the tongue on the roof of your mouth, teeth gently apart, called a butterfly bite, and lips together to then breathe through your nose. Okay, does that kind of make sense? So this is the jaw posture, as in the best posture for your jaw, because you hardly clench in a humpless posture. But that doesn't mean you need to be at this particular humpless posture all the time. I'd recommend you try and put yourself in this position every half hour for 15 seconds. Every half hour from the time you wake up until you go to bed, including driving. If you're at the red light, please see if you can, if you stop at the red light, see if you can check your hump, reduce the hump. You don't want to be driving like this, because when you check your blind spots, that's a long way to look behind. If you're right here, it's a lot smaller. The range you have to turn, therefore it's safer too. But you don't want to be doing that, driving like this all through your journey. Maybe check at the red light. At least correct your posture at the red light. Same thing throughout the day, every half hour for 15 seconds. Fingers to the hump, shoulder blades back, head slightly back, but not arching your lower back. Make sure your fingers feel the hump has flattened or at least reduced. May not be 100% gone. Hold that, overcorrect. This is the overcorrection of the posture, so only hold it for 15 seconds. Almost like resetting your posture to 0. But that's the main thing. You just need to keep resetting your posture over and over again, so that you don't stress your muscles, stress your neck, jaw, therefore you clench. If it's as simple as fixing your posture so you can get rid of your clench, how would that make you feel? Yeah, I'll take that, because that reduces the risk of cracking my teeth, which is a whole lot of other journey that's, it's painful and it's costly, and can't enjoy food because you can't chew well because it's painful. Anyway, that's another video to make of. And thank you for watching this episode of Joker's Physiotherapy. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, or let me know what you think in the comments down below, or please subscribe for future videos. This video was requested because how can a person improve the posture for jaw to feel better? And thank you for that inquiry, and this one is for you. And happy rehab. Cheers.